Hello collectors, Joe Prodzik here with another statue review. Today I'm bringing you the first in a new line of fully sculpted Street Fighter statues from Pop Culture Shock. This is the Street Fighter Vega PCS exclusive. Vega first appeared as one of the bosses in Street Fighter II and later became playable in the follow-up Championship Edition. A Spanish practitioner of ninjutsu, Vega is fast and agile and will often leap across the screen when battling his opponents. The box for Vega is similar to other PCS Street Fighter statues. Images of the statue grace the front and back of the box, which also includes stats and a short bio of the character. Though some collectors have reported some damage to their statues, mine arrived safe and sound with no issues. I would describe Vega as fit and agile, while also being a little bit feminine. Vega is a narcissistic and vain person, which is why he wears a mask to protect his face while fighting. Pop Culture Shock does an excellent job and captures all of the qualities that make Vega unique. The pose is graceful and shows off a bit of flair that Vega has while fighting. Look into his eyes though, and you'll see that Vega is a stone cold killer. This is Beauty and the Beast in statue form. Vega's beautiful figure, perfectly manicured nails, and long flowing hair are contrasted with his deadly purpose. While simple, the base matches the character by incorporating Vega's mask and snake tattoo, while the details are reminiscent of classic Spanish architecture and style. I'm not getting as much Spanish vibe though, as the base feels more like something out of Thulsa Doom rather than Barcelona, as the snakes are a little bit too pronounced. Traditionally, statues from the PCS Street Fighter line have included mixed media in their design. As this is the first in the line of Ultra statues, we are not going to find any mixed media here, and the statue is fully sculpted right down to the sash. When I think of PCS these days, I think of how great they are at sculpting the human anatomy and how beautiful they can make it look. Vega is no exception to that, and he looks amazing. He's muscular, but in a Frank Zane sort of way, rather than a Ronnie Coleman. The exclusive maskless portrait captures Vega's handsome visage, and his tongue sticking out helps to add to the deadly beauty of the statue. While in Vega's hand, the mask is thin and the size feels appropriate to the character, unlike the sash, which is a little bit thick and heavy. The majority of Vega's paint is smooth and consistent. As with most other PCS statues, you will be hard-pressed to find any flaws even while looking up close. Too much I hear myself saying, you can't really see that paint flaw from a normal viewing distance with statues these days. And I'm glad that for the most part that is true with Vega, with only some slight pitting in portions of the hair. Vega's tattoo, pupils, and eyebrows look to be decals, but you have to look very closely to see that. I do have a slight blunder on Vega's right eyebrow, but this is hardly noticeable. There is some slight shading to Vega's torso, but for the most part, PCS lets the recesses of the sculpt do the heavy lifting when it comes to shading. The overall quality of the statue is great. Vega feels very sturdy despite the statue only being supported on one leg. Just looking at the statue, I feel like there should be a balancing issue, but there is none. I have no problem moving the statue around or spinning him on my turntable. The weight of the statue is good. You're not going to think this is a super heavy piece, but neither will you be surprised by its lightness. I have seen some collectors post about breakages with Vega's mask or unsturdy claws, but I do not have either of those issues on my piece. My only complaints about the quality are the aforementioned pitting of the hair and eyebrow error. Despite having switch out heads, you aren't going to notice a seam at the jawline, while you will notice one at the joint of the sash, but that won't be seen at the normal viewing angle for that statue. Fully sculpted, PCS would have risked serious breakage with that piece, so I'm glad it was done. In comparison to the prototype, what you see is what you get, and there are no noticeable differences. Overall, I think this is another fine example of quality craftsmanship from PCS. The PCS exclusive version of the statue was priced at $424.99, with an edition size of $375. While the Player 2 exclusive, which comes with yellow and green coloring, is $429.99 with an edition size of $275. Including the regular, the total combined edition size for the statues should be less than 1,000, which is a nice number for collectability. However, if you bought this statue hoping for it to go up in value, you may be waiting for a long time, as recent eBay sold listings show the statue being sold for up to $100 below retail. Ouch. I think Vega is another great statue from Pop Culture Shock. Street Fighter and Vega fans will be happy with this much improved statue over the original. PCS managed to capture Vega perfectly, giving us both a beautiful and lethal statue all rolled into one. I am giving Vega a final review score of 4 out of 5 for great. I hope you enjoyed this review of the Street Fighter Vega exclusive statue from Pop Culture Shock. And if you did, check out our show called Statue Talk, where we share our thoughts and opinions on all the latest statue previews, pre-orders, and updates to our collections. Check out our website, statuereview.com, where you can check out a full gallery of this statue, as well as my written review. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to keep up to date on all of our latest statue reviews. And remember, statue collecting is more than just a hobby, it's a lifestyle. This has been Joe Prodzik for Statue Review. Thanks for watching.